Good morning, kindergartners. Welcome back to art. I hope you have a writing utensil and a piece of paper ready to go. Today we're going to be drawing a picture of a truck, and our truck is going to use 5 2D shapes that you've hopefully been learning about, and we'll talk about those as we draw them. So let's get started. First, we have a long rectangle in the middle of our paper. So we will make 2 vertical lines down, and we're in the middle of our paper here, and then connect them with 2 horizontal lines across. This is going to be in the middle of our truck. Then we're going to continue our horizontal line out from the edge of the truck over and come to the middle of our rectangle here on the side, and also come out with another horizontal line like this, and then we're going to connect those with a vertical line. So we just made another rectangle, a smaller rectangle. Then we're going to go out again to this side, and this time we're going to make a square. So we have our top, our side, bottom, and side. And remember, a square is where we have 4 equal length lines on the outside. My square got a little wobbly here, but that's okay. You know what we're going for here. It's okay if it's not perfect. Okay, so we have 2 rectangles and a square. And then we'll go to the other side of our truck, and we're going to make another horizontal line that goes off to the side. I'll go a little further, and again, from the middle of the side, we'll go out with another horizontal line, and then we're going to connect with a vertical line. So there is another rectangle. Okay, then we're going to come back in here and draw some wheels. So we'll start in this little area we made here. We're going to draw a circle, of course, for our wheel, and it's going to fit in inside that empty space we made and come down. I'm going to draw a bigger circle for the outside and then a smaller circle inside, and then over here the same thing. So in this little corner that's empty, I'm going to draw a big circle for the outside of the wheel and a smaller circle for the inside of the tire. And then at the very front here, I'm going to do another rectangle, a little line that goes out. This time my rectangle is going to go down, over, and back up. So that's kind of where the wheel fits inside. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4 rectangles and 1 square, and we drew 4 circles. Okay, now we're going to go from the go back to the middle of our rectangle here, the big long one in the middle. We're going to do a line that is about in the middle there that cuts it in half. This line cut it in half right here. And then come up from that line and stop when you get about as tall as it was down here. And then you're going to bring that, then actually you're going to go back and straight across and stop about halfway. Don't go all the way to the edge of this rectangle. Stop about halfway. And then you're going to come down and connect that part with a slanted line. And this is where we're going to put our triangle inside here. So first we'll make another little rectangle. Okay, this rectangle fits just inside that new shape we made, and then here's our triangle comes down with a slant and over to touch. So 1, 2, 3, 3 sides for a triangle. All right, and then you can kind of see this is our door. We're going to put a little handle there, and inside our wheels, we're going to do a special hubcap. So we're going to have a hexagon inside each of these wheels. And how we draw it is we do a horizontal line across the top and the bottom, and then we connect those with a little V going out to the side, a sideways V. So let's do it again over here. So we have a straight line on the top and the bottom that's laying down horizontal, and then we have 2 points here on either side, and we're going to connect the points. So we go straight to that point, and then straight to the top, and then another pointy line on this side out and in. So those are our 2 hexagons inside our wheels. Okay, then we're going to add a road for our truck. So you can start on the edge. You can see where the wheels are. The wheels want to touch the road. I'm going to have the road go behind the wheels. So when I come to the wheel, I stop, pick up my pen, and go to the other side and keep going. Stop, go to the other side, and keep going all the way to the edge. And then we are going to sign our name. And you can write your name in the bottom right-hand corner, and then we will color. So while I'm making my copy of the drawing for friends at school that don't see this video, you can be getting out something to color with. If you have any crayons or markers, today I'll be using colored pencils. If you don't have anything like that, paint, then what you can do is take your pencil or your pen that you're using and just decorate with patterns and texture all over your paper. So you only need one thing, but in case you have some other things, I'll show you some ways to color this with color. So I am going to use all different colors today for my truck, and I might even add some other things in the background that have our shapes in them. You can be thinking of other things you can add to your picture that have these shapes. So maybe it's a tree with a rectangle for a trunk and some circles for leaves. Maybe it could be the sun, a circle for the sun. You could draw a flag in the background, a rectangle for flag with square and stripes on it. You could do something that you have to make out of many shapes put together. A rainbow is like half a circle. You could do a rainbow with half circles inside it. So whatever you can think of that has these shapes in it, you could add to your picture. And hopefully this will help you remember the names of all these shapes. So I am deciding if I will be doing all different colors on my truck or if I'll just stick with one color. I'm trying to decide right now. I know I want my wheels to be black, so I'm going to do those wheels while I'm thinking about the rest of my truck and what I want to do with the rest of my truck. I like the bright orange color today, and I might add in some other colors too, just for fun. Remember when you're doing your art that you can decide what you want it to look like. So even if you've never seen a truck that looks the way you draw it, that's okay. You can invent it. All right. I think we'll do that. So I'm going to take some other orange here and kind of mix up. Do the top orange, and then I'll mix up some other colors for the side of the truck. You could even draw someone driving the truck or something in the back of the truck. Ooh. You could do a pattern like stripes or polka dots and draw some more circles for that. Stripes are like rectangles. Okay, so let's see. I think I'm going to do some yellow here for my truck. I'm choosing some colors that are just bright and happy today. You can decide what you want to do. Okay. Let's see. Get some bright green going here. Maybe if you're not using colored pencil, you could be doing the same thing with marker. Just remember that when you color, whatever you're using to color with, remember to try to stay inside your shape and to go the same direction. So if you start coloring side to side, then you want to color side to side the whole time, instead of going back and forth every direction, because you'll be able to see your lines that you made, especially with something like marker or even with crayon or colored pencil, you can tell which way you went. So in each shape I try to choose one direction and mostly just go that direction the whole time. Okay, then we've got some red. Let's do this bright red for the back. Hopefully, I'm hoping that you're choosing your own colors, choosing what you want to do. However, if you decide to follow along with me and do the same thing, that's fine too. Maybe you can add your own special details after. But I'm guessing that you probably have your own ideas of how you want to do this. And so I want you to use those. That's great. Okay, next, for my windows, I'm going to use just a light blue to show that they're reflecting some of the sky, and because they're made of glass, so they're shiny. Okay, then my hubcaps, ooh, let's see, let's do, I think I would like to do purple. Usually they're not purple, but I'm gonna do that today, just for fun. I'm excited to see your trucks, how they turn out. I'd love to see a picture of those on our classroom site. And do some light blue here behind. Okay. Now I have my road. Get that colored in. Let's see. Do some gray. especially when you have a big space like this. Sometimes we want to change directions and go every way, but then it will make the road look like it's really bumpy and cracked. So I want my road to look smooth, so I'm going the same direction. See how my hand's going the same way when I color it? I want to keep it looking like a nice smooth road. Remember, you can put something under your paper so that you can go off the edge of your paper too. And that way you won't have any white space left on your page. You also won't get your table dirty. Okay, there's my road. And then I think I will add in a sky here. I'll do a big sun. So I'm choosing a circle, and I'm going to choose some triangles for my sun. I'll show you what I'm doing here. My triangles are going to be pointing out away from the sun. You could also just do straight lines. Okay. And get a blue sky. Okay, sometimes when we draw the sky, we draw it at the top of the page. I'll show you what I mean here. Okay, sometimes we just draw the sky at the top of the page like this because the sky's above us, right? But when we look out our window, the sky comes all the way down to the ground. We can see it all the way. It fills in all the space. There's no empty white space out in the air. It's all, we see the sky there. So in art, we're going to fill in all that area with our sky color. Unless you want to draw something else in the background like mountains, then, but it would still come all the way down to the mountains. So I'll show you what I mean. One reason why we try to fill in all the white space on our paper, on our art, is because it makes it look like our picture's finished. Sometimes if we leave a lot of white space, it looks like we're not done yet. But if you fill in all the white space, then people can tell that you spent all your time working on it and that you did everything you could for your picture until it was done. So if you have the supplies where you can do that, I encourage you to fill in all the space of your paper. Okay. All right, kindergartners, here is my truck. I'm so excited to see your trucks. Send me a picture if you do it, if you can. If not, hang it on your fridge and enjoy it with your family and friends. Thanks. Have a great day. Bye.